This is the XboxCast.
All the news you need to know about begins now, but it's more like the news we care about. Whatever this is, it's new news. We're your hosts, Carl and Lee, and this is new news for November the 9th. Mr. Lee, how are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. That was a good intro that you did.
Oh, thanks, bro.
I'm quite
I
impressed.
thought I was actually in Jeremy Clarkson. That's what I thought I sounded like. It was quite funny. It was not my intention, but I did it a few times. I was like, wait a minute, I'm sounding like Jeremy Clarkson now. Is this good or bad?
Well, next time you should say, this is the XboxCast and I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson, exactly.
Or like, this is Jeremy Clarkson and you're listening to the Xbox.
Yes. Oh, that's way better.
And then we won't say who it is. We'll just be like, it's Karen, it's normal, not even mention it. And people will think, hey, look at us, we're famous.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson.
On that bombshell, this is the XboxCast. That's what I should say. I'm stealing his catchphrase.
Yes. Now you just need to steal his money and then we should be all
right. We'll be all over it. Yeah. Start a farm.
Yeah. Oh, apparently there's a series called Clarkson's Farm.
That's right. Yes.
Is it good?
Apparently there is one. What does he call the farm? Oh, some stupid name is given the farm. And with that, back to the studio. That's right. Yes. I like when that's Clarkson's Farm. I do like the one where he says, it's called Clarkson's Farm. Okay, brilliant.
It's amazing.
It's literally called Clarkson's Farm. It's a stupid name is given as farm. It's ridiculous.
Sometimes you just got to call your farm what it is.
Diddly Squat Farm. That's what he's called it. Diddly Squat.
Diddly Squat Farm. Is he a good farmer? Or is he just...
Oh, he's in it. Yeah, thank you, Kinsman. No, I can't imagine so. He's just angry, isn't he? Angry and slightly sarcastic. This is his whole life.
That's who he is.
He's done well out of it, though, so, can't knock
it. I mean, imagine punching a producer and then getting your own show on Amazon.
Yeah, he didn't like the fish and chips or something, didn't like the food.
Yeah, he didn't like the food, and so he punched someone.
And then get a couple $1 million for doing a show on cars.
Yeah, and then here's $1 million we're going to pay you. Plus, you're going to drive these $1 million cars around these awesome places that we're going to fly you to.
The food was cold, it seems. That's even worse, actually, than bad food, isn't it? It's cold food.
Yeah.
I understand. I'd do that.
I mean, especially if it's like eggs and bacon and it's cold. Oh, no, that's
not good, no. Is that what you feel like when smoking because you cold food?
Luckily, I'm the cook. I'll make sure the food is cooked to my standards.
Standards of heat.
Yep. But anyway.
Excellent. Okay. Has you had a good week? Good Tuesday?
Yeah, it's been an interesting Tuesday. Been working so much that I haven't had much time to game, which is a bit sad.
This is wrong. You're doing it wrong, bro.
I know. It's a bit sad, but we're getting there. I think it's one more weekend of working and then no more weekends working for the rest of the year, I hope.
Oh, we're only running out a year, actually, aren't we?
We are. I mean,
Christmas Do is now organised for a month from today, Christmas Do, which is bizarre. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Brookfield's Winery. So wine and food. I don't know, it's somewhere in places. Mariwa,
Yeah, yeah, they're a winery in Mariwa.
They've got wine and food.
Cool.
So what else do you need?
Yeah, a Christmas hat.
Yes, maybe a Christmas hat.
Then you're all good to go.
I've just gone, go. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
Sweet.
If business wants to pay for my food, I will be quite happy.
Are you having Christmas dues this year? Or are they all cancelled?
I think they're all cancelled. We're having virtual Christmas dues, I think.
Oh, awesome.
So here's a gift voucher. Go and spend this money on your own food platter, and we're all going to sit in front of Zoom.
So everyone buys crackers and cheese and pockets the rest of the money? Is that the thinking?
No, it's very clever. They've given you a card that can only be used at certain places for certain things.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, like, they give you a card with $100 on it, and then $50 has to be used at BWS, which is the beer place within Woolworths.
Okay.
So Woolies has its own little alcohol shop called BWS, and then the $50 has to be used there. So whatever BWS sells, you can just buy there.
Okay, that's
$50 worth of beer is about 12
it is
beers.
just for you.
Yeah, and I mean 12 beers is enough to last me a month.
Yeah, right. With spirits, mate. That's the way to go. Or champagne or something. Go bubbles.
Ooh,
$50 bottle of bubbles. There you go.
yeah. And then I can just pass out on camera, on stream. Merry Christmas.
Just explode it, like shake it and make it explode.
Oh, that's a good idea. Make it like do something so that it gets caught in a bag and doesn't really explode everywhere.
No, just
But
do it on your
as it-
balcony. Do it on your balcony.
No, but as it explodes on camera, unplug the camera from your laptop and turn it off, and then you got the rest of the day free. Oh no, the champagne
no.
is in my laptop.
I think I'm dead. Oh no. I'll just clean up. I'll be back in a sec. And
Yeah.
go game for an hour or two.
Exactly. Get your Christmas. What did you do for Christmas break? Oh, I played Forza. It was great. Had a bottle of bubbly to myself, some cheese and crackers, $100 worth of bubbly and cheese and crackers, and played Forza. Best Christmas
Sounds
do ever.
Awesome. Sounds amazing.
Didn't have to talk to people. Didn't even have to put on pants.
It's amazing.
So yeah.
Okay, so we'll do the news.
Yeah, let's begin with the news. Let's stop talking about Christmas functions. But before we do,
Okay.
our game of the year is coming up at some point.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to have to start thinking about that.
I know the winner.
Yeah, I know you know the winner. You 40 minutes of the winner. But to all the listeners, and not the Lees, to all the listeners, everyone who's got an idea for game of the year, and you know how we do game of the year. It's games that you've played this year, not necessarily games released this year. But we're going to start reviving the game of the year channel in our Discord. And so start thinking about what your game of the year is, the different categories. I think we had lots of categories last year.
I was just going to bring that up actually, but my brain
So,
wasn't working, so I was struggling.
Yeah, on our Patreon page, check it out. We had all the categories from last year. Start thinking along those lines. Start thinking about who you want to nominate. And yeah, let's start thinking game of the year. And don't forget Halo Infinite launches on December 8th, which is probably going to be game of the year.
If you want a long podcast, this is a good one. If
Yeah.
you want something to chill out and listen to for a few hours.
Yeah, the last one was what, almost 4 hours?
Oh, was it that long, was it? Holy.
It was super long. I think
Can't
we
be
need
4 hours, surely. That's ridiculous.
It was a long podcast of just game of the year, what we thought, what we played, and also our last show for the year. So yeah, give it a listen. Have a look at the categories on our Patreon. Jump into our Discord.
I can quickly tell you, what achievement are you most proud of? Biggest surprise of 2020 or 2021? Best story, best time sink, best looking, best multiplayer, best score, top mobile. What's your holiday game? Who are you excited for in 2021? Honorable mention. The game that defines last gen for you is interesting.
Oh, yeah, but that was because we were swapping over
switching
from
over, yeah.
Xbox One to Series X.
What is your anti-game of the year? What game disappoints you? And then finally, game of the year.
Yeah, the anti games are always funny.
Cyberpunk, wasn't it? Wasn't that there? I'm just looking at Paul.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk, yep. Anthem, Fallout 76. That was Paul last year.
yeah. There was a bit of disappointment last year.
There was a lot of disappointment last year. Yeah.
But yeah, so basically start thinking about that now because we are no longer doing any XboxCast, what do we do, events? Well, we are taking part in the True Achievement events. So if you want to also jump into that, we're currently doing the Great True Achievement Score Challenge. So listen to Game Face to catch up with that. And we'll also probably be doing 12 Days of Christmas, which is stupidly hard.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I do like day 5 or 6 last year, and I think I managed to. I went like, just can't anymore. Hurts.
And you just go, I can't. I'm just done. I just want to play a game I like now.
That's right. Stop hurting me.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? There's an achievement challenge on True Achievements where you do playing 20 gamer score games.
Man.
Even more fun, there's one where you play leapfrog. So you do 21. Say you do 21. The next game you play has to be 20. It has a 20 pointer, but we're 21. The next one has to be harder than the last one you play. So you play harder and harder 20 pointer ones until you hate yourself.
So they all have to be 20-point
All
games.
20 pointer games. Xbox 20th anniversary.
Okay. And then the True Achievement score has to be higher than the
Higher
previous.
for everyone afterwards, yes. So there's two different ones. There's an optional one There's one where you can just keep playing 20 pointers, and there's one where you can play harder ones each time.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so if playing games and 100% in games is not a challenge enough for you,
No.
check out True Achievements because they find ways to make you hate yourself.
Yeah, and play games, and then actually by the end of it, you hate these games as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, it all turn into Life is Strange.
So there's 3 different things. A 20 gamer score achievement one, nice and simple. The person with the most 20 gamer score achievements unlocks in the contest is the winner. There's also one with difference, True Achievements difference, and then there's the leapfrog one.
And the winner gets nothing but recognition.
A badge.
A badge. A True Achievement badge. Not even one you can put on your Xbox profile.
Oh, no.
Okay, on that depressing news, or that depressingness, let's dive into the news and hopefully it presents something more enlightening.
Well, personally,
Yes.
number 2, Forza Horizon 5.
Wow. And that's only been in early access.
Yeah, that's not even released yet. Yeah.
Early access for 5 days.
Number
And
2.
it's ranked number 2. Good job, finally. Thank you to everyone who played Forza to knock stupid Fortnite and COD out of there.
Yeah, so what happened? COD Modern Warfare's 1 still, but I think that's a freebie, so that's expected. Yeah. Forza 5, which people have actually paid for, is number 2. And interestingly, number 3 is a free game as well, Fortnite. And then number 4 is a free game as well, Fortnite. It was Apex Legends.
Huh.
Isn't that interesting? Like the game that's actually free, but if people can pay for it, have gone to number 2.
Yeah. And the fact that it's still like early access is amazing.
Yeah. So next week will be cool.
Next week it should be number 1 because there's no excuse for the amount of people.
So this is week ending 7th of November. This is 2 days ago as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Today.
Jeez. That is good going.
People are excited. Sadly, Back 4 Blood is down to number 8, but I think it's going to be a hard week for Back 4 Blood, especially when something like Forza comes out.
Yeah, I definitely see Back 4 Blood is going to get, like, it's going to be a cult classic, you know. It'll always have its community around it, but it's never going to be massive like Left 4 Dead, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I think they might keep tweaking it.
They'll keep tweaking it, but to me, it'll be like State of Decay, right? It's
way easier to play than State of Decay. Well, that's what's so good about it. No, because so Back 4 Blood, you can jump in and do a mission and you get out again. Whereas State of Decay, you can't relax.
No, you can't. State of Decay, they should have just called it State of Pucker. Because you're constantly puckering. You're just
state of bum squeakiness.
Yes. You know, State of Decay is a game that when you stand up, the couch comes with you.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's horrible. And that's why when you go back into it again, right, okay, I know I can't just jump in this for half an hour because I know something will happen. And then I'll get invaded by zombies.
So yeah, you State of Decay is a game that you play when you have a Saturday afternoon free.
Yeah, or you just don't want to stop playing for a day or two. Call of Duty Vanguard is number 10. Not as good as Forza 5.
Good.
Yes, because that came out this week as well, I guess. It might even say more information if I scan down.
Yeah, it's in my list.
It's in your list. Oh, right, so it came out this week. Okay, so then we go down a little bit further. Nice. You know, the normal suspects have all dropped down a couple of places, like Destiny and Roblox and all that have gone down 2 places. FIFA 21, who knows what version it is. There's still 2 FIFAs in the charts as well. Don't know what versions they are, though. Are all at 2022 for FIFA 22 and 21. Kill It With Fire is new entry at 25. Unpacking is number 20. I have a story about Unpacking.
Ooh.
I forgot I was going to talk about it in Game Face, but I'll talk about it now real quick. Ruby played it.
Oh, so yes?
Ruby was playing Minecraft. I went in, Ruby was playing Minecraft upstairs. Like, Ruby, can you play something else? Have you heard about Unpacking? She's like, I have. I was like, whoa, we have it. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. She's like, I heard about this all week. I thought it sounded really interesting. I was like, well, here you go. We've got it on Game Pass. Like, just install it and play it. So she did. And then 4 hours later, she walked out. She likes it a lot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. She says, so the hardest thing to do, she says, the problem I have is you can't work out what you're looking at when you take it out of the box. Like it's not obvious. So she picked out this blue thing and she thought it was something to do with the kitchen. So she put it in the kitchen, thinking it was a toaster or something. But it's for the entertainment unit because it was a gaming console. She's like, You just need a list to tell you what it is when you're taking it out, or at least more of a clue, because it's really hard to work out sometimes.
So she probably got the GameCube, because I know you have a GameCube in this game.
Ah, yes.
And the young'uns won't know what a GameCube is.
It's a little blue box, she said. It looked like a toaster, she reckons.
Yeah, it's a square blue thing. That's a GameCube.
Yes.
Man,
So she
GameCube-
worked it out in the end, but lots of faffing around, she said. Lots of putting it in different places, going, is it there? Because what happens is you do the room, and then it goes, you've got 7 items wrong, or 8, double, I guess, 8 items wrong. But you don't know, you know what they are, but you don't actually know where they go, other than they're wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've got to kind of go, okay, maybe this was wrong, or maybe it goes here, and then you.
Oh, look, I'm so excited to play this game. It looks so chill. It's like we were talking to Jeremy last night, and unpacking, he described it as, it looks like such a comfy game.
Oh, yeah. No, she spent 4 hours playing it. She had to get away from it in the end. She was like, it was insane.
That's awesome.
I told her about this. She says it sounds really good. Like, the sounds that make it really good.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
when you put down each item, she says it sounds really cool. It's like, because there's 14,000 items have been recorded. So every single item's got its own noise.
So do you place 14,000 items?
I think so, yes.
Oh, okay. That's a bit of a longer game than I thought.
Oh, there's a bit to it, yeah. Well, she's in 4 hours. I did read the walkthrough's 2.5 hours, but that's a rush, obviously. But if you're playing it normally, she's on 4 hours and she hasn't completed it yet.
Cool. Oh, man, I might jump into it this weekend. It sounds fantastic.
Yes, I was really cool. I asked her a review when I said, right, you're playing it, you've got to give me a review, and that was her. That was
Awesome.
her review, yeah. Oh, and Kinsman, there's 2 versions of FIFA because of EA, basically. The one that they released, which was like the 4K version, one that's not. Isn't that the...
Yeah, there's one with the Pro Motion or the Hyper Motion, and there's one that doesn't have
right.
the Hyper Motion.
So,
and so they lock it.
$100, one is $70.
Yeah, you pay $100 and suddenly you get Hyper Motion, and people kick the ball differently.
But it's a bit broken though from the sound of it, isn't it? Or was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
All
one?
broken.
It's EA. They love it. EA love it.
Yeah, they're just getting more money from it.
Okay, so Age of Empires 4 Windows is still in there. I'm not sure why.
Well, I mean, lots of people are playing it, and it's got Xbox achievements, so that's why.
Okay. It Takes Two, which is cool because that's really an old game. It came out last year sometime, maybe this year sometime, but it's good because it's a good game from the sound of it.
Yeah, everybody loves it who's played it.
Yeah, it's fun. I was going to play it Ruby actually. I think we're quite a cool game to play it Ruby.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Re-entries for EA Sports UFC 4 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Interesting. Actually, I know why that is because there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out, and they've got like a 2022 roadmap come out for that one. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out for that soon. Is that
cool?
Right? No, there's not. No, there's free DLC coming out for it. I think there's free DLC coming out for Breakpoint.
Okay, interesting.
Trying to see if it says anything in here, but yes,
but nothing exciting. Well, it's good that Forza is on number 2. That's really good.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Especially with it being, pre-ordered early access, people that actually spent money on the game. I think
you need to play it.
Microsoft, I think, are extremely happy about their reaction to it.
Yes. Well, it's not a failed release, is it? Like, it hasn't come out. And I've heard people complaining about stuff, but so Gary was complaining about his crashing on his PC.
Yeah.
There's a website out there, and you turn off Discord, you turn off, there's about 4 things you turn off, and it will be fine. So there's obviously some clashing of some sort, but just play on Xbox.
Yeah, no crashing.
No crashing.
Unless you're playing an EA game.
Well, that's your own fault playing EA games. It's only certain EA games, though.
Yes, all of them.
So, it's 20th anniversary of Halo. I don't know if you realise something happening on the 15th.
Yeah, Halo and Xbox, isn't it?
Halo and Xbox, yes. To celebrate, the Mass Chief Collection are getting some outfits and hats and shoes, I suspect.
Yeah, I saw this, and it's all the old stuff.
Yeah. So this was Halo 2 Anniversary is getting the Orion armor set, which came out in '99 originally.
Huh. That's cool.
Weapon skins featured on the OG Xbox color scheme. back accessories for any sort of button layout. New nameplates. Clippy.
Oh, Clippy. Where's Clippy? Show us pictures of Clippy.
I can see Clippy on here. If you look on the screen, am I looking on the screen? That's Clippy.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's so cool.
I like the one actually where he's looking up from below. That's quite cool. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of content basically that you can get coming out over the next month. Yeah, from November to the 1st of December. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can get: rucksacks and guns, skins, and you can get an Xbox on your back, an Xbox One. You can get a Duke on your back as well.
It's about the same size as a real life Duke.
It is, yeah. Probably heavier. A Grunt plushie you can get on your back.
Oh, cool. I want a Grunt plushie.
Yeah.
So is this stuff all free for the Master Chief Collection, or do you have to do anything to get it?
I believe it's all free.
Nice.
I think it's just add-on stuff. Yeah, it doesn't really say. No, it doesn't say. I imagine it's all free.
Brilliant. That's the way it should be.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So jump in to get Halo randomly during the month. You'll get a whole bunch of different outfits to wear.
Nice. Okay.
When shooting plebs in the face.
So this is only for your multiplayer Spartan, eh? Because it'll be pretty funny if you're playing through Halo Master Chief the story, and your dude you're helping with, like your mate you're playing with, runs past and he's got a Grunt plushie on his back.
I think you should do that. Yeah.
It'll be too good.
I don't know. You kind of change your appearance. I don't know. It'd be interesting actually. I'm not sure. There's a whole bunch of information. So this is on the HaloWaypoint.com website, bizarrely enough. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of information on here.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh man, that's awesome. I hope they do a big thing, not just like in-game events, but a big thing for the Xbox 20 and Halo 20 anniversary.
It seems to be daily things or like weekly things or something. Like it's a constant stuff, basically. From what I can pick up as I'm going through and picking up news and bits and pieces.
Because it's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 days.
Oof.
Forza Horizon 5, another game that's appeared. It's got cross-play, cross-save, and cross-progression on Xbox and PC, which is quite cool. I didn't realize it did all that as well. That's quite awesome.
But Horizon 4 does that, doesn't it?
I'm not sure.
It's a play anywhere title, so...
Yeah, but it doesn't always mean that the cross-progression, cross-save, and everything goes across, does it?
Well, I mean, I started Gears Tactics on PC, and I jumped into it on Xbox, and all my stuff was there.
Okay, so continuing the trend of Forza Horizon 4...
There we go. It helps if you read.
It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't even say that. No, it just says excitedly, look, it does this.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
Amazing.
Amazing, yes. So you can, well, actually, you've wrecked my story now.
Whoops, okay. Well, I mean, pretend I didn't wreck it. Tell the people what...
No, literally the story is, though, that cross-save and cross-progression will go across. Although, be careful that you actually exit out of your Forza 5 when you finish playing it if you want it to cross-progression across. Okay. Well, because normally they had a weird issue with some games where you actually have to stop the game, don't you? As it doesn't really pick up your save properly. Also, obviously, it works on xCloud as well, which is helpful. It doesn't say that, but I've heard that some games don't like, or you have to exit them so the save works properly. Yeah, I suppose it's a problem that they do with the quick resume. That's because right. Yeah. All in memory, it doesn't let the save. It doesn't release the save to be allowed to sync. Yes, correct. So just make sure you exit the game. Ah, noted. Or try it out for me, please, when you play. Yeah, I will. Adidas have revealed new Xbox 360 inspired sneakers that you can actually buy. So you don't win them, you can buy them. You can actually buy these, yeah. Well, they say that, but I suspect they'll get picked up by all the scalpers or something. Yeah, they'll be live for about 3 seconds before they're all sold out. Yeah, with the fridges. Yeah. They're actually quite cool. They've got quite a green bottom to them and just white sneakers. I like them. They're kind of simple looking. So if you like your sneakers from Adidas, you can get ones from Xbox 360 looking. You don't seem that impressed. You seem very quiet from that one. I'm assuming that you're not very
Yeah,
impressed.
well, I mean, the mini fridge was funny. The sneakers, I'm not so sure.
Well, this is the second pair of sneakers as well.
Yeah, I do like their soles. The fact that they're super green
They're
and
really green, aren't they? Yeah.
they're like Xbox logo at the bottom.
Yep. Well, it's also a 360. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I look at this and I go, they're cool, but I would never wear them.
I don't know. I might.
I don't know. I'm not a sneaker person.
Oh,
So-
okay. Would you like some sensible shoes?
No, I'm a Converse man.
Oh, you're
So-
a Converse man. Okay.
Everything is Converse.
Maybe we need to get Xbox Converse stuff then. Get them to have a
If they did
conversation.
Xbox Converse, I think we would have a different conversation completely.
Okay. We'll get right on that. I'll have a chat with them. I'll email
Yeah,
somebody.
just send them a message quick.
I'll get
Put a
on it.
DM. Just, hey Adidas. Oh no, hey Converse people.
Converse, yeah. Not Adidas.
Yeah. BT dubs.
Microsoft Flight Sim Xbox controller goes up for sale, pre-order on Wednesday. $380, limit of 2 per customer, it does say. It's a flight stick for Flight Sim 5. It looks like a proper flight stick as well. It looks incredible. I would like it, please.
Because when you said the Flight Simulator Xbox controller, I was imagining something like the Forza Horizon 5 controller,
Interesting.
just like a reskin. And then you said
Yeah.
$300 something, and I was like,
It's like, whoa.
what? How is an Xbox controller that much? But looking at the picture, it's a proper like full throttle and
It's got the throttle controls. It's got the steering, or whatever you call it.
the yoke.
The yoke, yes. It also has display on there. You can see on the picture there's lights. You can actually program the lights to do stuff as well. Like engine lights and brake lights and warning lights and all sorts of stuff. It's a whole thing. So Thrustmaster and Honeycomb, whoever they are.
Honeycomb. They do a lot of stuff for industry, for like ports and factories and stuff. They do the hardened computers.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm sure, Honeycomb.
You know me, Honeywell.
Oh yeah, I'm getting confused with my honeys.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out, honey.
Okay, so is this? Do you plug this into an Xbox or is this
Yes.
just for PC?
No, it's Xbox. Compatible with Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and Windows 10.
How? Because
What do you mean, how?
it's got like 30 million buttons.
Yes. It's an Xbox. It's a PC. Xbox is just a PC, isn't they? Just
But
programming stuff.
Xbox at the most can, but you've got your triggers. That's four face buttons.
4 face buttons.
Yeah, your clicky sticks. So now you're up to 10.
Wow, clicky
The
sticks.
D-pad. So you're up to 14.
So it says here, stainless steel, optic encoder, stainless steel components, integrated multifunction display and status lamps. So yeah, it works. It does stuff. Why are you so surprised by this? I'm sure you can do this. You can plug a keyboard into an Xbox. It's the same difference.
Yeah, no, I didn't think keyboards, like I thought keyboards would have the, WASD, shift, control, spacebar, and then the mouse buttons to work. So you're not getting more than say 20 buttons on a keyboard, right? That is going to work on an Xbox. And this Flightmaster, Thrustmaster thing has 30 million different buttons plus lights.
Yep.
Plus it looks like it's got
Stuff
old
on the-
school aux
yeah.
ports,
Yep, looks incredible.
valve connections, and
No, what
I
is
mean-
going on with those twisty things?
I don't even know. What do you plug in there? Do you plug another one in
There's
for a
buttons.
Copilot?
There's actually buttons above those as well.
There's buttons everywhere. That's why I thought there's no way the poor Xbox can handle that. But flip, if it can, I'm impressed.
Yeah, maybe we see a video of someone using it. It'd be cool.
That'll be great. Need to, find a video review of it.
Oh, here we go. Coming soon. All right, let me just deafen everybody quickly.
Okay, just put the music off so you can watch it quietly. But put it in our Discord, the video review of it, because I'm quite impressed that
Look,
it
there's
can
a person doing stuff on the video with prop, throttle, and mix. Yeah, they're definitely looks incredible.
It
Yeah,
does
because
look
look at that. There's GPS, there's a fuel line, there's a display on the front, flight time on the front of it. It even looks better in the video than it does in actual picture.
That looks amazing.
And so Turtle Beach make it.
Yeah, Turtle Beach, yeah. With honeycomb, not honeycomb.
Comb. Yeah, no.
Modular Throttle Quadrant is what they call it. Wow.
Okay, if you're into flight sim, this looks
You have to get one of these.
incredible.
Not? Look at that. Look at the button. Not just buttons on the top, but there's actually the controls on the top of the sticks, or the stalks, or whatever they're called. Sticks.
The stalks. Does the Xbox buttons light up? Because in that video that you just showed us, it looks like the A, B, X, Y buttons have light behind them.
I think everything lights up. Yeah, I think. Well, that's the actual buttons on the main dash. In front of you.
Jeez.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they light up. Yeah, you're right.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs the same amount as an Xbox, but hey, if you've got a flight,
if you can do it properly. Right.
I mean, flip. I'm looking at it and I'm going, I wonder if I could move my Xbox into the spare room, plug it into the TV, and just play flight sim for the rest of my life.
Take teddy bears for flights everywhere.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Pre-orders sold out.
I'm super impressed.
It's cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks really cool.
Jeez. Now that looks awesome. Okay.
And it goes with every week. I keep saying they keep making more and more peripherals for Xbox.
Yeah.
It's like it's easier or something. It's quite interesting.
Oh man, no, I'm quite impressed. So for the $300 and something price,
yep.
It's not just your Xbox controller. It is a full flat stick yoke thing.
Yes. Oh no, it's basically if you want to do it properly, if you want to play flight sim properly, buy this.
Yeah, if you've got 3 monitors and like a fake cock.
No, think about it. So you've got your Xbox and you haven't got this but that's actually cheaper. So if you buy an Xbox and one of those controllers, it's cheaper than buying some super duper PC.
That's true. It is still cheaper than buying a proper flat sim PC.
Sit behind your 65-inch OLED screen.
Yeah, with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound.
Headphones.
Off you go. Fly around the world.
Yeah. Which would cost you $1,000 compared to $3,000-$4,000 if you want to do it on a PC.
Yeah, PC would start at probably about $3,000 to run flight sim properly.
The graphics card would cost you $1,000.
The
if
graphics
you could buy it.
$1,000 actually, because price at this stage is ridiculous. Okay, I'm impressed.
You're sold. Yes, please.
I'm sold. Looking at that, watching that makes me want to play flight sim and nothing else for the rest of my life. People will be like, "What are you doing after work?" Go, I'm just flying to the UK overnight.
Kyle, come on, come home. Come out, Kyle. Come outside.
Go,
Lockdown's now finished.
Where are you going now? Oh, I'm just going to go fly off to Sydney, fly around a bit, and then turn around and come back, land, have a cup of tea while I'm doing it.
So, Game Pass has been giving us quite a few good games, and this month's a pretty good one. Flight Sim is also one of them as well, which came out a few months ago. So this is a list of all the games coming out this month, which already a few have come out already, but I just think it's quite a cool list. Obviously, Unpacking, Take-Two, Kill It With Fire, Football Manager 2022, Forza 5, GTA San Andreas DE's coming out, One Step from Eden's coming out, Elder Scrolls Skyrim Anniversary Edition is actually a lie because it's not coming out. You have to pay for it. It's $20.
Even on Game Pass?
Yep, even on Game Pass, yeah.
I thought if you own Skyrim on your account, it's free.
No, it's only $20.
No, if you own Skyrim Special Edition.
I don't think so. I might even have a story about it in here, but no, I'm pretty sure because I was kind of curious about this. There you go. Actually, I have a story. Because I looked into this because I was kind of going, what's going on here? So, okay, so price of Skyrim Anniversary Edition is $50. But unfortunately, Skyrim won't be free on Game Pass, along with a handful of Bethesda titles on this service. And it does go down and say how to get it discounted is to basically get Game Pass, and then you can buy it for $20.
Okay.
Upgrade fee for anniversary enhancements. And they're saying it's because this is DLC. It's not actually... It's like the original game, but you're getting DLC because of all this extra stuff it's giving you.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah.
But also, imagine the draw Xbox like Game Pass would have if they had, look, by the way, Skyrim Anniversary Edition is on Game Pass.
It does say that the Skyrim, normal Skyrim is getting an upgrade anyway. You just don't get all the DLC stuff.
so confusing.
Yeah.
Why
Oh, yeah, of course.
do you think Bethesda went to the EA school of figuring out who gets what game?
Yes. But I did look into this because I was kind of curious. So how it works is you don't get the DLC, but you're getting all the upgrades. So you're still going to play Skyrim in a kind of red pretty mode, but you're just not going to get all the extra bits.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you care?
Oh, me personally? No, not in the slightest.
Have you played Skyrim?
I played it for an hour or so, and then I got to the first city and ran around a bit. I was like, oh, I just can't be bothered. It's too hard.
Can't be bothered.
I just knew it was going to kill my time if I started playing it. So I was like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, I played it on PC when it came out, and I've never felt the need to go back again.
Also, I bought it on 360.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then I got an Xbox One, and then that was me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's your problem.
Yeah, we're not buying that again. Back to my original story.
Yes.
Flight Sim Game of the Year edition's coming out November 18th.
Cool.
Undungeon's coming out 18th, and then Evil Genius 2 World Domination on the 30th, so that's that month. It's a pretty incredible month, really, if you look at those games like GTA, Elder Scrolls, Flight Sim, Forza, Football Manager, Minecraft, all these games coming out. All on their own coming out in a month is good, but having all of them 1 month is pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
I feel like this is the start of Series X.
Yeah, this is how next gen should have started. Like, this is where we should have been last year. But
1 year on, basically, we're getting it.
yeah, the fact that it's now and we're here and it's starting to pick up steam, it's good. It's makes you just realize how much little time you have.
Yeah, because have you been quiet this year playing games? Have you had issues finding games to play?
No, not at the slightest.
No.
Like, each time I turn around, there's either been a new Game Pass release or a new game release like Scarlet Nexus. And it's just every time you pop up and you start looking for something to play, you always go, oh, look at all these games.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know about you. Yeah. But I mean, there's the Ascent I want to get through. There's Psychonauts 2 I want to get through.
Yes, I installed that game.
There's now Forza Horizon 5. Halo's coming.
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Unpacked I want to get through.
Witcher.
You still got to get through Witcher. Still got to get through Gears Tactics. Cyberpunk. Well, when the next gen patch comes out next year, that's going to add to the pile. I still need to finish Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, yeah.
We still need to go back to the Legendary Edition.
Yeah, I bought that.
I still need to go to the Division 2.
I've done that.
Yeah, like, still need to actually get to the DLCs of Forza Horizon 5.
See, that's just slack. You've had 3 years to do that. That's just slack, bro.
Yeah, no, okay, that's slack, but calm down. We were playing Destiny a lot.
No, that's a poor excuse because I did Destiny more than you and Forza all the DLC. You just need to put more hours into gaming.
I just need hours in my day.
Stop working.
Stop working. So, from your point of view, like, have you been lacking games this year?
Oh, no, God, no. No, it's been ridiculous. There's games I want to play or I haven't had a chance to play. Like you said, like I started playing Mass Effect and I played it for like 2 weeks and then got distracted because something was happening that next month. So I was like, right, I'm going to play it for a bit. And then I think it was back to your backlog, wasn't it? Or it was the ones you purchased but never played. I wasn't allowed to play it. I can't remember what I played now. What did I play? No idea.
What did you play?
God,
Purchased and...
Don't know.
Yeah, have to go back and have a look at it.
Yeah, was it like Halo or something like that? Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I played all the Halo games this year. Have I played one? I definitely played 2, 3, 4, 5, and ODST this year.
Yeah,
because I wanted to complete them before the 5 came out.
And also the Series X, like the Series X updates that have come to the past games as well. The previous games have really sort of breathed life into the console because it's made us go back to older games.
Unity's awesome looking now. Well, Unity's a really cool looking game. That was a game I completed this year. That was cool looking.
Like stuff like that is like a game that you would have gone, yeah, it's okay, and you put it down, and then it gets a next gen patch or update, and all it does is just push it to 4K 60 FPS.
It just smooths it out, doesn't it? Just
and you just go, this is a completely different game, and it just sucks you in a bit more. So, I'm with you. This year has been not lacking for games in the slightest, and this month is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane. Luckily, none of these games are multiplayer games or you have to play.
Yeah.
You know, that you can kind of go, oh, it's fine. I can play it next month because it doesn't really matter if I miss out. It's not like, well, Halo 5, I guess, if you wanted to get into multiplayer, you need to play it. But that's probably the only one really coming up, which is proper multiplayer.
Yeah. But even then, I suppose the multiplayer for Halo, you could just jump in at any point, just muck around, or just get some friends together for like a Saturday night, jump in with some friends in like a private lobby, muck around, have some fun, and jump out. You don't need to do the whole mass multiplayer with streaming pros, you know?
Yeah. So Xbox got no single player games then? Is that what we're saying? After that.
I think Xbox has too many games, is what we're saying.
Games. Interesting, isn't it? It's quite interesting.
It is. I think the sleeping giant is starting to wake up with Xbox.
Do you know, I want to show you something.
Yep.
Which made us quite excited.
Oh, yes.
So if you look on screen now, what do you see?
I'm watching the screen on Twitch, so you got to give me...
there's a delay. I understand. That's why I asked you to. I've just changed it now and see.
Hashtag, it's no mixer.
It's not no mixer. We have not got mixer. How long does it take? That's interesting.
So I'll tell you when it's up. But
wow. Okay.
Change it.
So this is exciting. This came up on the 8th of November at 11 a.m.
There we go. That's just popped up. Oh my word.
Talking about games coming up, games that are kind of, they're pretty good. They're pretty good single player games.
And on N7 Day, we were teased to a poster of Mass Effect, the new one, that says Mass Effect will continue. And what's the enemies that you fight? They start with a G. I keep wanting to call them Gek.
It's not Genk, is it? No.
No, not Genk, not Gek, not Grok.
Oh, look, there's even better quality one here, actually.
But that poster is so good of Mass Effect. I saw that and I was like, this is, I'm done. I realized I like space games and this is a space game. And it's Mass Effect. So I think...
this is the one that almost started it, isn't it? Like when this came out the first time, the original one, it was one of the first ones where people, so it makes a difference what you say to somebody. It was one of the first games like that.
Definitely, yeah. I see, yeah, it looks like one of the enemies that you fight. The Gesh.
Gesh? I think you're right, Gesh. We could use the internet and find out.
We could, but it's more fun to guess. I'm pretty sure it starts with a G. Probably doesn't. It probably starts with an R or something.
Gary. It's Gary.
It's Gary's.
Geth.
That's it. Oh man, it's been on my brain for so long since I saw this, and I never thought to look it up. I just kept looking at the poster going, how cool is this? Yep.
It's good. It reminds me of a movie, kind of like in a kind of cool looking movie or something like that.
It does, eh?
Yeah.
All I think, just take away the words, just take away the Mass Effect and the will return words, and then you've got an awesome poster. Pop that up somewhere and flip. Just too good.
Yeah. And they're saying like the spaceship looks different as well. It doesn't look like the old God, no idea what that ship is.
The Normandy.
The Normandy looks like a different ship, yeah.
Yeah. And the one thing that's interesting, the one guy zoomed into the ship and I saw one of the comments say that the ship is called the SFX, which was Mass Effect's their code name for the game while it was being made was SFX.
How interesting.
So if you zoom in on the ship's name, instead of the Normandy N7 or what was it, the Normandy 2, N2 or something, it's the SFX. Flip. I just want to jump.
My Zoom's broken.
Don't break it.
So yeah, there's that coming out.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, that's still a while away. Diablo 3 and Diablo 3, Overwatch 2, and
Diablo 4. Diablo 4?
Diablo 4, yeah. They've all been pushed.
I know, they're in trouble, those guys.
Yeah.
They're in big trouble.
Blizzard,
Mike Ybarra is the only one left there, isn't he? Steering the ship now.
Yeah, which is interesting because he jumped ship from Xbox to Blizzard. And then he's now in charge of Blizzard,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
he?
everyone's gone, yeah. His co whatever it's called has disappeared last week or this week.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Do you think personally? Do you think Blizzard's done with this?
I think so, yeah, because they're going to struggle to employ people.
Yeah,
Well, people will leave, and then they're not going to be able to employ anyone to replace them, and then things will just start falling to pieces.
Yeah,
Unless they shrink themselves right down and concentrate on our game or our thing for a bit.
Yeah, but the thing is, I still see Overwatch being really big, and I think between Overwatch and World of Warcraft.
No, they've screwed Overwatch because they went, "Oh, Overwatch 2 is coming out," and everyone just went, "Oh, what's the point of playing Overwatch 1?"
Yeah, but I have a feeling what they're going to do is they're going to say, actually, there's no Overwatch 2. We're just going to roll all the improvements into Overwatch 1.
That's what they should do, yes. But do you think they're too arrogant to do that, though?
No, I think this has burnt them in a big way, and I think they're going to do that. They're going to start rolling Overwatch 2 into Overwatch 1 and just turn Overwatch into like a live service game.
I did read an article about how many mistakes they've made recently. I don't know if I picked it up because it was a bit negative, quite negative. But it was quite interesting to kind of see the amount of stuff they've been talking about and what they've been doing for the last 6 months, probably. But even Overwatch 2, when that first came out, everyone was kind of going, but why are you doing that? Because there's no Fortnite 2. There's no... And listed off all... Like Dota 2, they're saying Dota 2 was the last time they made those live games, another version. Before that after they stopped, basically. Dota 2 was one of the last ones. And that's been Dota 2 for 10 years or whatever, 15 years or whatever it's been for.
Yeah, and the only reason they made Dota 2 was to get it off the old Warcraft 3 engine.
Ah, okay.
Because, Dota was just a map that someone had built in Warcraft 3.
Right, okay. I had no idea. Okay.
Dota 2 was to get onto a new engine, basically. But, and Diablo 4 being pushed back. What I think they're going to do is Activision's probably going to look at them and either spin them out or get them to sell to someone.
Microsoft.
Or do what you say, like focus on one game. Because between Warcraft and Overwatch, I think they've got enough of a base that money's coming in. It might not be as much as it was ever before, but they still have a revenue stream that's coming in that is consistent.
But aren't they constantly messing with Warcraft, though?
Constantly. Yeah. But it's amazing to watch because the people that complain the most about World of Warcraft are the ones that are playing 8 hours a day type thing. Okay. And they'll complain and they'll leave for a couple of days and then they come back and then they leave, then they come back. And so they've done something with Warcraft to make people just never let go.
Oh, new shiny stuff.
Yeah, new shiny stuff always.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to watch from a distance what's happening because they do seem to be imploding slowly. They
do. But I definitely see them as it's definitely going to be a company that Activision's probably going to want to get rid of at some point.
Yeah, they start hurting the bottom line. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Has this happened before with a big company like this to this extent? I don't know of any other big companies that have kind of managed to break everything they do.
I don't think so. I mean, the guys that made Call of Duty, Infinity Ward, they were starting to break things to the point where everyone who was working at Infinity Ward got fired and new people were brought in, and Infinity Ward has just done Call of Duty ever since.
Right, okay.
Because they were going, we're a bit tired of Call of Duty. We're going to try something else. And I think Activision came in and was like, and you're all fired and we're all hiring new people. And everyone goes, okay, well, we're never going to stop doing Call of Duty then.
Because even Diablo 2's come out and people complain about it, haven't they? They said all the servers are broken.
Yeah, and there's a lot of changes that weren't supposed to happen. But Diablo 2, the remaster, is such a money grab.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is.
They didn't. They updated the graphics, but it's still running on the old engine.
Mm-hmm.
So the graphics are still running on the old sprites underneath.
But also saying the gameplay's dated as well. It's 20-year-old gameplay.
Yeah, like nothing was done to update it. Nothing was done to make it better. If you're going to remaster a game, you're going to you take what was good about that game and you bring it into the modern age.
Yeah, you look at Mass Effect actually is a good example. They've gone, right, okay, Mass Effect 1, the controls were dodgy compared to number 3. So let's just get the good bits and put it into 1. And obviously just bump up all the graphics and incorporate all the DLCs and everything. Yeah,
take what was good, bring it into the modern age. Number 3 had the really good controls because we knew what we were doing by then. So put the number 3 controls all the way through, all the way backport them, you know?
And Jim Bean says Spyro is a good example as well of a game that's been updated well.
I mean, Spyro, they took what was working and they brought it into the modern age. It has that enough nostalgia that people can go, this is how I remember it. That's what you want people to say, right?
Yeah, like Crash as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to sit down, you go, this is how I remember it. And then when you compare it to how it actually was, you go, Flip, my either nostalgia glasses or my imagination
Oh.
took over.
Big time. Yeah, big time.
So,
I always wonder about going back to GoldenEye, you know. I'd hate to think how many hours I put into GoldenEye, but I wonder actually how it plays compared to modern games. I'm
yeah,
imagining badly.
yeah, I think you'd go back and you'd go, oh man, this is so clunky.
Yeah. It's like
But
no
it-
jumps in Doom, wasn't it? Was it Doom 1? Had no jumping? And
Yeah,
you play
yeah.
that once and you go, but how? How do you shoot up? I can only look straight ahead. Like it's
And as long as they're on the screen, the bullets
goes
are
up, doesn't it?
they're
Yeah,
going. Yeah. It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, Doom, it would be a good one because they could remake the first Doom and just take all the good bits about what worked. But
like
yeah.
they did with Quake, yeah.
Yeah, like they did with
Which
Quake.
is a story that keeps kicking around. They're employing people to either do a new Doom and new Quake. There was no last week talked about it. There was no more new news, but I saw a few headlines today about them talking about it. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Just give us a new Quake.
Yeah,
Come
new
on.
Quake would be amazing. How long ago was Quake come out? That was so long ago.
Yeah. Oh, look. And either continue from Quake 1 or continue from the Quake 2 and Quake 4 storylines.
I don't remember the storylines from any of them other than killing stuff. I think that's what I remember doing.
Yeah, that's basically it. Quake 1 was you going through portals into the 9 different dimensions to fight demons to stop them from invading Earth. Quake 2 was against aliens that attacked Earth. And so you go to their home planet, the Strog, and you attack the home planet.
Bring the
Quake
war to
2.
them. Nice.
Yeah, you bring the war to them. Quake 4 or Quake 3 was just you're in an arena and you shoot.
Quake Arena. It was called Quake Arena, wasn't it?
Yeah, Quake 3 Arena is so good.
Yep.
And that's just like multiplayer shooting.
Yeah, that's
And
all
then
the
Quake
war.
4 continued Quake 2 story with the Strog. You were a new soldier. And the whole thing about that made it different was you were halfway through the game, the Strog aliens capture you and they turn you into a Strog.
Oh, okay.
Because they grab soldiers and then they like saw off body parts and add guns to arms and things like that. And then they reprogram your brain. So you become an alien, you fight for them. But halfway through you're there and you watch your legs get cut off and metal come on and get welded on. Halfway through the process, before they can reprogram your brain, your old squad rescues you.
Oh,
And
okay.
so you're this awesome Strog Robocop type metal man running around fighting with the humans. It was way too good. Like Quake 2's story was incredible because the music made up for everything it lacked. And Quake 4, they actually decided that the story was important and it felt like a war. There was lots of people going on. There was lots of explosions. It was just really good.
I really want to see this. I didn't know. I don't remember that.
Flip. Quake 4, I played it and it melted my computer at the time because it was using an updated version of the Doom 3 engine with the shadows and the lighting. And the Doom 3 engine was made for small confined spaces and indoors. And Quake 4 took it and basically updated it so that they could do outside areas. And it just melted computers.
I'm listening. I'm trying to find the video, but it's not working for me. I was hoping to see legs being chopped off, but
yeah, just have a look at like a Quake 4 Strog.
yeah, I found something, but it doesn't seem to be very helpful.
Yeah, you go through the whole tunnel and your guy's busy screaming at the time because they're not using any
yeah, painkillers or anything.
anesthetic or anything. Yeah. And you watch your legs get chopped off and get welded on, and the whole time you're struggling and there's just blood and gore. And I mean, it's Quake and Doom.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what you're getting.
It does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah, exactly what it says on the tin. No questions asked.
Let's keep going. Okay, so this is a completely change of pace because that's how we do it. Xbox Live Gold is giving away 2 free games. I'm quite confused by this. So they're giving away 2 free games in November. It's one in South Africa and one in Brazil.
Okay. What games are these?
Dark Void and Hydro Thunder Hurricane. I don't know what these games are. I think one of them is a racing car. The boat one, isn't it? Hydro Thunder.
Yeah, Hydro Thunder. Wasn't that like a Windows Phone game that then jumped to
It is
Xbox?
that one. Yeah. I've played that one.
Yeah, when they were doing their whole like one app works across everything.
Yes. It's actually not a bad game.
Huh, cool.
And then Dark Void. I'm not sure what that is.
Dark Void.
Dark Void. Okay, some sort of FPS thingy.
See if you can go look at pictures.
I have, yeah. I was just looking then, but I don't know it. Have I not changed the camera? Yeah, I have. Talk amongst yourself, everybody.
Yeah, just talking
While
about
the
stuff.
internet starts up. The in-flight combat in Dark Void is learning curve. Okay, so big ad. Nice. Oh, you fly around in a jetpack shooting stuff.
It looks pretty bad.
Adventures of a cocky World War II pilot who finds himself sucked into an alternate dimension filled with aliens or something inside the Bermuda Triangle. Wow, it starts with an interesting premise, none of which ends up paying off. Ends up paying off.
Amazing.
There you go. So that game, if you're in South Africa, you get that game, and you get Thunder if you're in Brazil.
Cool. Well, okay. Something different.
Exactly. Oh, there's even videos, everything. Yeah. It's kind of weird though. Why they? Because they've done this before for Brazil. Was it last year they gave something away in Brazil, or last week or something?
And they do that with Japan quite often. Japan's get different games.
I'm quite jealous. Valhalla, Tombs of the Fallen DLC is coming out next week. The reason this is interesting, this is 9th of November, so actually today, is because it's for free DLC. Which is nice.
Ubisoft are doing free DLC.
I know. A
Are
free
they
time
hidden with it?
limited event called that. Yeah. Yeah, they've been supporting the heck out of this, it says here. So we've already brought out 2 lots of DLC, one for Ireland, one for France. So this is another one they've dropped out. And there's a whole plan for 2022 as well. There's another campaign coming out called the Dawn of Ragnarok, or Ragnarok even.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite cool they keep supporting this. Every time I see this, I think I should go back to this game.
You should, definitely.
But then what do I not play?
Forza Horizon 5.
Exactly. No, see, that's wrong. Anyway, so this is cool. Let's bring out more stuff. I'm quite tempted to jump back in, maybe next year, because I know I've had it for 12. I've actually had it for 12 months, that game.
Man.
And it kicked me out in a merciless way and deleted half my save last time I played it, which I haven't gone back.
Yeah, but maybe it's time. Maybe they fix the save.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Or maybe they keep telling people that they're adding this DLC, and they go, look, we've added DLC, but no one can ever get there because no one has their save.
It's kicking you out, yeah.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I found this an interesting article on rnz.co.nz. It's actually a Kiwi story.
Oh, okay.
On a website called on RNZ, on Standing Room Only, which is like an interview thing. And it's talking about the games should be engines of happiness. So the rise of NZ's video game industry. So I put this out, I posted this out, and Gary says, I used to work with this guy. So he worked with one of the guys here.
Cool. Yeah, Gary's been featured a lot lately.
I know. With so much Gary.
What's going on, Gary?
Gary wants to be on the show, doesn't he?
No, I think he might be.
The global video industry is actually worth 135 billion. Which seems like a lot.
Yeah, just a bit. Some pocket change there.
Yes. So in 10 years, 10 years ago, it generated more than 25 billion income a year for US alone. But last year it took 135 billion globally. Estimates global actually worth over 300 billion. So these numbers are insane. And there's actually quite a few little Kiwi companies doing stuff here. The money's slightly less. And they seem to be more towards mobile games.
Oh, yep.
But I thought it was quite cool that they're kind of interviewing gaming people in the industry here.
That's very cool.
They talk about there's an NZ Gamers Association, which I know about. We should contact these people, I reckon, and annoy them.
And what say what? Hi, we're a podcast.
Hi, we're a podcast, yeah. What was the numbers here? It's quite cool. So the revenue here from this in New Zealand is 176 million, and there's 970 full-time jobs.
Pretty good going.
It isn't bad, is it? It's quite a decent turnover for 970 jobs.
Yeah, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yes, it's cool. It's worth reading the article anyway. That's all. That's all I've got to say. There's a good article. It just talks about video games.
Cool. And you tweeted it out, eh?
And I tweeted it out, yeah.
Cool. So must go read it on Lee's Twitter.
So I got some. Oh no, I've just got rid of the story. I've got some information from about Back for Blood. Back for Blood.
Yep.
And it was actually sent to me specifically from who makes this? Warner Brothers. They sent me an email with information. It was like a press release and everything.
Oh, look at you go, Mr. Pressman.
Yeah, mate. Where did I put it? There we go. So there's an update coming out, a free update coming out for Back for Blood. There's a solo offline mode for campaign with campaign compression, progression. Wow.
Campaign compression.
Let me drink some water.
You can finish the campaign in an hour.
There's new supply lines. There's ridden practice area. Ridden are the stuff you fight against. There's holiday seasonal events coming. There's new difficulty, new co-op mode, new card types, new player corruption cards, melee updates, and quality life.
Cool. Okay.
And there's an expansion coming out called Tunnels of Terror.
Tunnels of Terror. That sounds interesting.
Yes. So this is like, well, I cannot see that. I'm trying to find out the dates.
Glasses.
It's all blurry. It's not my eyes. I can read that text. It's just because the picture's not very good. Yeah, 2022 expansion 1 comes out. There's a whole bunch of weapons and guns and stuff like that.
Oh, it's cool that they're supporting this game still.
Yes, but it also says expansion 2 and expansion 3 as well.
Oh, okay. So it's planned for quite a while.
Yes. So imagine that's like a reasonable part of 2022, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty cool.
I was quite impressed with I've got a press release I can actually talk about.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You should put some, like, make up a cool slide and put it on Twitter or something.
I did. Everyone ignored it though.
You made a slide and you put it on Twitter.
I didn't make a slide. I made a tweet with pictures.
Ah, yes. The classic tweet with pictures.
Everyone ignored me.
Okay, guys, stop ignoring Lee and let's go like his tweet.
I actually made effort this time and you just ignored me. It was horrible.
Well, I'll go back, troll through it, and I'll go like it twice.
Okay. Oh, there's 20th anniversary of Xbox. And there's a anniversary broadcast happening. Did you know that?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, and I saw it being tweeted about in the same breath as there's going to be nothing of excitement shown.
Oh, no, sure. But, at least they're doing something. Say, woo. It's all it is going to do is they're going to look back at the last 20 years of Xbox and stuff.
It would, okay, like it's 20 years, right? You'd think, let's look back at Xbox and see where we came from. And then the other half of the show is dedicated to where we're going. So, look, we just managed to acquire this studio and they're working on this game and it's coming out today.
Can you stop hoping for that? I don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll happen in February.
But I mean, come on, think about it. It's 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a couple years to plan for this.
It's Microsoft, though. They don't know how to do marketing.
Yeah, I know, but it's honestly not that hard.
Sorry, I take that back. All they do is available for us on Game Pass, or whatever that saying is they do.
Ah, yeah. Day one on Game Pass.
That's it, yeah, that's what they do. So exciting stuff. You get a new badge for your profile.
Yeah, I saw this. This looks pretty cool, at least.
They actually give you, I don't know how many years I've had my Xbox Games for Gold account.
If you go and have a look at your account in the companion app, it should have the little icon there.
Oh, okay. This app, Console Companion.
Yep, the Xbox Console Companion. For me, it's got 7. I've been a
I've
Xbox
got 7 too. 7 and a 2, actually. 7 I've got as well. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
How bizarre. 7 each.
I started subscribing to Xbox Live Gold when I got my Xbox One.
Yeah, it must be the same then.
Yeah.
How strange. Okay, yes. So you get numbers. Woo. Obviously, a special edition Xbox controller, which someone purchased today.
Ah, yes.
And headset. And a mini fridge. But you can't buy them because all the scalpers have bought them.
Well, you can still pre-order the controller at least.
Yeah, but you can't buy any of the fridges. So,
Yeah.
10 a.m., PT, 1 p.m. ET, or 6 p.m. GMT is when you can see it, which is like 6 o'clock in the morning here, I guess, or 4 o'clock in the morning for you.
Yeah, I saw the times and I was like, I'll just catch up on Twitter, I think.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Catch up on YouTube. Because I don't know. Every time they mentioned it, they also said no new announcements. We're only showing previous things that have been announced. And you kind of think for Xbox 20, if they don't announce anything on Xbox 20, but they announce stuff on the Game Awards, oh man, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Are you talking about our Game Awards, you mean?
No, the other lesser known Game Awards.
The lesser known one.
Yeah, the lesser known, the one that actually has the Game Awards Twitter account.
Whatever.
You know, the little indie thing that happens every year.
So, do you know there's a Kiwi one happening, but we missed out on it?
Oh, what?
I got an email about it. Well, I actually found out about it, but they'd already finished all the voting.
Oh, that's a pity.
It's like the 11th. I think it's in a couple of weeks. A couple of days, sorry. They do the actual announcement. Yeah. So I was like, how did we miss that? Like, it's a Kiwi Podcast Awards that we missed completely.
Oh, but we put our names in for the Listeners Award, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what we did. That's right. Yeah, we did.
We didn't win the Listener Award either.
Who knows? A couple of days, we'll find out.
Oh, when did they say that we're going to find out?
A couple of days.
Huh.
When we win, you mean? The problem is it's full of people like radio people doing podcasts and stuff like that.
Ah, yeah, people that have people listening to them.
Well, they already have an audience. It's really hard to find. Like Jono and
Ben.
That's it, yeah.
Jono and Face.
All the Radio Hierarchy guys or something like that have all got like podcasts, which are new indie podcasts. I'm like, but these guys are freaking radio guys. Of course they've got a podcast. It's called The Radio.
Yeah, they do it every day. It's their job from 9 to 5.
Yeah, so I don't know if it would be very fair. I don't think it would be very fair, and we won't win, which will make me sad.
Which is a pity, because we are an indie podcast.
Well, we're about as indie as you get.
I mean, we should practically move to Indianapolis.
Or India. Grapple Shop is open for business on November 17th, thanks to Samsung and Xbox partnership and the Halo Infinite. This is for US only, though, so don't get excited, Aussie and Kiwi listeners. You can win stuff if you watch their program on Twitter, it seems. You play a game called Samsung Grapple Shop. Not shot, shop. You're very quiet. Are you there still?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out what...
I don't understand. It came up on my feed and I was like, what the hell was this? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It's like, okay, it's only for US only, which is pretty normal.
Yep. So,
what can you win?
Halo fans will use the Samsung Twitch chat and work together to aim and fire the grapple shot at desired targets. When a target is hit, the reward will be raffled off to chat members who contributed to the successful shot. Fans can win a variety of prizes like Xbox Series X Limited Edition Infinite Bundle thing, Wireless Controller 2, Halo Infinite Limited Edition, the game, a Neo QLED Samsung TV. Yeah, they're not as good though as the OLEDs. The Q Series soundbar, sound tower, Galaxy Buds, watch for JetBot Robot Vacuum. I would like one of those. That sounds really cool. The JetBot Robot Vacuum.
JetBot Robot Vacuum.
And the Jet Stick Vacuum.
Almost sounds like a Pokemon.
There's something going on. I like the name Jet. I think it's a good thing for anything roboty.
Yeah, definitely.
As part of it, you get guest streamers and influencers, along with additional challenges with fans in the chat to participate in throughout the events. This is happening on November the 17th at 11:10 a.m. PT, Pacific time. Woo.
Woo.
I mentioned it because, there's people from the US listening to us. They might go, oh, I can win something.
Yeah, if you did win something, let us know.
Mention us in the chat. No, mention us in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It was my idea. You would not have known about it.
Good idea.
And finally, Australia, which is known for celebrating Xbox events in quite cool ways, like Wolololololo cereal.
Wolololos.
They did this. They chucked a car out of a helicopter.
Cool.
Have you seen this?
I saw it tweeted.
It's pretty
And-
cool.
Yeah, I didn't watch the video though.
Yeah, there's a video and everything. I saw this tweeted and found a link to the video. So they drop a, it's like a 4-wheel drive buggy thing.
Oh, cool.
I think, what are they called? Like a Nomad or something like that, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they dump it out, and then on the bottom of the actual car, it's on a plinth thing, is the Forza Horizon 5 Stein, and it's parachutes down happily and merrily. There's no one in it though, which I thought was a bit sad. But they
Yeah,
didn't
no,
chuck
they
someone
haven't.
out afterwards, who then parachutes after the car. I thought, now this would be cool. He's going to get in the car while it's in the air, so when it lands, he's just going to drive off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, what a wasted opportunity.
I know. I was like, that would be amazing. Imagine that if I saw someone do that.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that no one was in the car is a bit of a problem because you're in the car in Forza when it jumps out the plane.
Exactly. I was then wondering, is it not very safe in Forza 5 doing that? Is there safety issues? I don't remember signing anything for that.
Yeah, there's no waivers or anything.
No waivers.
help
He does
waivers.
look in the boot though and find some Forza Horizon 5 games. Looks at them slightly
Oh,
confused.
and quite heavily, doesn't it?
And then he drives off into the distance.
Do you think they got the car back?
Sorry. And look what he does with the driving. Though. He does this. He does like a shape in the grass. Which happens to spell Forza Horizon 5.
Huh. Man, there's a lot of copies of Forza in the boot there.
There is. Oh, you're behind me, aren't you? You're a bit slow.
Yeah, just a bit. So he looks in the boot. He makes sure he's got all his copies of Forza Horizon 5.
Yep.
Climbs in the car and then off he zooms. And yeah, it'd be quite interesting if he just zoomed off into the distance and they're like, huh, where'd the car go?
Where the car go of all the games. He's like FH5 Santa. That's exactly what he's like, Jim Bean.
FH5 Santa. Amazing. Well, it's not exactly the most amazing sort of stunt they could have pulled to celebrate the game.
I feel like they missed a trick. They should have chucked someone in the car or made him parachute into the car.
Or, yeah, put the car outside of a plane rather than just off a helicopter.
I wonder if they might have had issues trying to get it out parachuting or something. Maybe there's some issue with that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But basically, put the dude in the car, parachute the car down, let him
Yep.
drive as soon as the car hits the ground.
Yep.
And make him do a big ramp into like a football stadium.
Yes.
It's a good
I'm
way
with
to
you, mate. I
celebrate.
think they missed an opportunity.
Yeah. A bit sad.
Next time, Forza 6, maybe they'll get it right.
Well, yeah, they've got another 3 years now.
That's right. Yeah, to save up some money.
Save up some money.
But it's cool that Aussies keep doing stuff. It's weird. You never see stuff in the US, do you? Or do we not really see it popped up here?
I don't think we see it much. It's just, yeah.
Hey,
They're
Kinsman.
not thinking-
Hey, Mr. Listener. Do you have anything happen in your country? Your little world called US?
Because on Twitter it popped up saying that it's been a year since they did that Greenstown for the Series
Oh, that's
X.
right. Yes, it has. Yeah, that's right.
And remember, did you stay up to watch it?
I remember seeing it, but I can't remember if I saw it live.
Yeah, because I stayed up to watch it, and honestly, I wish I didn't. It was like the most disappointing thing I think I've ever seen
Yeah.
in terms of a console launch event.
It's because everyone was in lockdown still, wasn't it?
Well, New Zealand was free at that stage, weren't they?
I
No,
know, but
they're
the
not.
rest of the world was all broken. So
Yeah, the rest of the world was all broken, but still, they had this huge like Xbox ANZ Twitter account. This whole it's been a year, go back to Greenstown and all the rest. And I just looked at that, going, yeah, you've just kind of reminded me of the immense disappointment I had.
it's really funny because I completely forgotten about it. So yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly that. Like I remember the Xbox One launch.
the multimedia device. Yep.
Yeah, the excitement was palpable though.
Hmm.
Everyone lining up outside EB Games, them diving into the Shark Tank in Auckland Aquarium to pick out the first Xbox One to give to the dude who won it, like the first in the world. It was a big thing.
Hmm.
The Series X was, look, we've put an X on a lake, the Series X on a lake, and
Made
we're
a
going to
building
shine some
green.
lights on it.
They made a thing green, didn't they?
And they had a green burger.
A green burger. That's right, a green burger. Yeah.
That was it. And thank you, goodbye. And okay. Cool, I suppose. So,
I'm done with the news now.
Okay. Well, that was a interesting / disappointing story to end on.
I thought it was really cool. You dragged it down with your Xbox news.
Now, I dragged it down with my expectations of them hoping to do something better.
Mate, Microsoft and Microsoft.
Yeah, true.
Come on. Windows 11, that's what I'm going to say to you.
Oh, it's just nonsense. All right.
Right, come on. Let's bring this back up again. I see the first thing on the list.
Yeah, the
it
first thing.
It excites me.
I'm glad it does. So let us reinvigorate ourselves with some energy.
Yes.
At almost 11 o'clock at night for Mr. Lee.
Yes.
So we're off to the new games that are coming out this week between November 8th to the 12th. We have two sections, the new and noteworthy. We kick off with the noteworthy. And in fact, there's only really one game releasing this week. All the others is just space.
Fodder.
Not fodder, just space. They're just taking up space. It's like the decorations you put next to the TV to make it not look like you're just going to stare at the TV. You know? So, of course, we are talking about Forza Horizon 5. The normal edition for everyone is now released today. It is optimized for Xbox Series. It has smart delivery, which means you can play it on Xbox One and the cloud. And, of course, comes to Game Pass.
Do you know the background of my phone is that picture?
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's my background.
So that's the picture of Forza Horizon 5. That's so cool. Next thing you need to do is take an awesome screenshot and change it.
Yeah, it's some of mine. Yeah, definitely. But I got that off the Forza account. They do some really cool screen drops.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, Forza Horizon 5, it comes to, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Windows 10/11. It's on Steam. It's one of the top sellers on Steam at the moment. And it's come to cloud. You can get that today. But by the time you listen to the podcast, it would have been out already. So yeah, that is the newest, noteworthiest game this week.
And we're done, are we? That's it?
Just about. There's other games I've put in here that you might / I might enjoy.
Okay.
So we're carrying on with the noteworthy games. On the 9th of November as well, kind of shooting themselves in the foot a bit, we have Football Manager 2022 Xbox Edition and Football Manager 2022.
Yes. There is a reason behind this, though.
Okay, can you explain this reasoning?
For sure. So the Xbox edition is a cut-down version of the original PC edition for reasons of controllers. It's actually the mobile edition. It's like a version of the mobile edition on Football Manager 22 Xbox edition, not the mobile edition. This game is a beast. It has to be cut back a bit because it's insane.
Yeah, this is the one that sells all the player data to the clubs, doesn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all, actually.
Because there's I think it's Football Manager. It's one of the football managing games that gathers so much data of all the players constantly that their main business is selling the data as a subscription to the clubs, so the clubs know what players play best together. Yep. And then the side business is the game.
Yep, wouldn't be surprised. This is insane. This game, and it's all the leagues all over the world.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And all the players, obviously, and all the coaches, and all the managers, and all the football clubs, and all the like even their money stuff's kind of worked out, and yeah, no, it's crazy. I used to play this game a lot, like a lot. It was one of the first games I played as a kid. Was like Championship Manager 93, 94.
Man.
Yeah, and I played that game a lot, and it used to take, I think it was like an hour between each season. So the season would finish, and then you have to sit waiting an hour while it collated all the information. And then spit it out the next year, so then you can start playing again.
That's amazing. So you'd go have a cup of tea.
Yeah,
come back.
Have dinner. Go have dinner. Go have your tea. Come back after you've had your tea. Keep playing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, Football Manager 2022 is out November the 9th as well.
This is a Gary game as well.
Oh, this is a Gary game. So yeah, judging by the type of game it is, I doubt there's going to be much crossover between that and Forza Horizon 5. So maybe that's why they released it.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Because I would play both of these games, to be honest. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you were looking for something to take a break from Forza at some point.
I know, but this game consumes your life.
Well, sounds like Forza consumed your life
It's
anyway.
funny because when they started off doing it, you'd kind of have very limited stuff you could do when you're talking to like the press and your
Oh, yeah.
players, but they've added more and more press and stuff to it as well.
So it's just more and more real.
More and more real, yeah. So when you say something to people, you might annoy them. Like, you might ask a question about how the team's doing, and whatever you say could affect how the rest of the team plays.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's not. Not when you say something wrong, you're like, everyone gets annoyed with you. And you're like, oh, okay. Then you start losing, and then you get sacked. And you're like, oh, okay, that was not great.
Oh, man.
It's a bad week.
So, moving on, also November the 9th, we've got Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Did you know this was coming out?
I knew this was coming out, but I did not expect it to be this year.
No, it's weird. I feel like the other one didn't come out that long ago.
Yeah, it didn't come out that too long ago. And I still thought the first one had a lot of legs in it. Like, there's a lot more DLC they could have done with it.
Or bring out a new one and charge everyone the same money again.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so this is it came out in 2018. Man, we are behind in games. So yeah, Jurassic World Evolution 2. The sequel to Frontier's highly successful Jurassic World Evolution. I mean, if you like dinosaurs and you like your park building games, this is the game for you. The first one was really cool. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I remember playing quite a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the park management side is a good game, and then you add dinosaurs to it, and it's dinosaurs, so makes it even better.
Mutant dinosaurs is the way to go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who needs realistic animals anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to November the 11th, and this was there's a bit of a, one of these games is coming to Game Pass on day one, because it is the Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, which has been optimized for the Xbox Series and supports smart delivery. These are the remasters of Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and San Andreas. Which one's coming to Game Pass on day one?
San Andreas.
San Andreas. I knew it was one of them.
I talked about it in the news just now, unless you weren't listening.
Oh, I must have just zoned out.
Just nodded off for a bit like everyone else does. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's fair.
your voice is just so soothing. Just
That's
having,
right, yes. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy. I mean, anything Rockstar's doing at the moment to not make Grand Theft Auto 6. So what else? And November 12th, coming to the early access. If you've bought like the premium edition and you have green shoes and you are facing west at the right time, you will get access to Battlefield 2042 for the Ultimate and Gold Edition holders.
Do you think this is going to attack Halo when it comes out? Do you think it's going to affect it?
Not in the slightest. Halo going free to play multiplayer, I think, is basically going to just look at these games like little kids.
Broken everything, yeah.
Yeah. So if you own the Ultimate or the Gold Edition of Battlefield 2042, on November the 12th, you get early access. The Standard Edition comes out on November the 19th. So you end up with what? Like 7 days, a full week playing early? Which in these multiplayer games makes the world of difference, I suppose.
All right, yeah, sure.
Game Pass Ultimate members and EA Play members can enjoy a 10-hour free trial starting November the 12th as well.
I did see that, yeah.
So, yeah, if you've got Game Pass Ultimate, you can jump in.
You might even get the campaign completed in that time.
In 10 hours, definitely. I mean, it's multiplayer first.
No. I reckon you just play this, do the campaign.
Yeah.
Multiplayer, like it's all the same, isn't it? These bloody Battlefield games.
Yeah, but when they build it, that's multiplayer first and the campaign's an add-on.
Yeah, but they haven't done it with this one, have they? Oh, I see what you're saying when they make it, but the campaign is there, so...
Yeah, the campaign is just like, we got to give something. Or is it? It's Battlefield.
Yeah, they can be quite good. They can be quite. One of them I was playing was quite cool. That had like about 8 or 9 different stories going on, which you can't jump in and out of.
But is it COD Vanguard or is it Battlefield that doesn't have the campaign and it's just pure multiplayer?
I don't understand your question.
One of these games, either COD
I know what
or
you're saying. No, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's Battlefield.
Sure.
No idea. We must
I'll go
ask
for that
Neil.
answer. Yes.
Well, Noel knows. Noel knows
No
all.
one knows everything.
We will ask him. And that is all the noteworthy games.
No.
Yeah, I was reading new at
I
the
know.
time I was trying to say noteworthy, so getting very confused with
Okay,
life.
cool. That's exciting.
So moving on to the new games now. So these are the rest of the games coming out for this week. And there might be some hidden gems in here.
I really like the look of this first one.
The first one looks cool. I mean, I did put Unpacked in the new games last week, and Unpacked seems to be a sleeper hit. So who knows? Who knows about my sorting? I don't.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you reckon you're the reason what it was, and like it's famous. It's because of you.
Kinda, yeah.
Nice.
It's all because of me.
Yeah, I understand.
So, November the 9th, we have Airborne Kingdom. It's a stunning airborne city building and management game. It looks really cool. You've got your city that kind of floats above the ground. Looks really cool.
I like the graphics. The graphics are really nice.
They are. It looks very cool. Like just a nice chill game. So yeah, a city building game. We were just saying last week there's no city building games on
That's right.
And then you proved me wrong with a list of city building games.
And then one comes out this week. Yeah.
And now a city building game comes out, and it's building in the air, like not Halo Infinite, like BioShock Infinite.
Yes, that's right.
Looks really cool.
Yeah.
Next up, also November the 9th, is Galaxy Shooter DX.
Yep.
Which is
up top-down shooter scroller.
Top-down scrolling shooter. You're flying towards the top of the screen, just shooting whatever moves.
Picking up stuff.
Yeah, pick up power-ups. Looks like it was made for a phone.
It does, actually. They've run out of screen. They're like, oh, no, what should we do this bit? Let's just put our name of our company in the space on the side.
And our Twitter handle.
Our Twitter handle, yes.
Also November the 9th, we've got My Singing Monsters Playground. Looks like a cool little kids game with 4-player competitors. Looks very bubbly.
No?
He's not a fan. Moving on, also November the 9th, we've got A Pretty Odd Bunny.
Oh, dear.
Which looks like Mario.
You started off so strong this week as well.
Well, this is why these are just the new games, right?
Okay.
These are just the new games. I admit I did raise expectations by putting Airborne Kingdom in the new. It should have gone into the noteworthy.
Yeah, because it's pretty.
It's very pretty. And it's a city building game. Who doesn't like city builders?
Exactly.
So yeah, Pretty Odd Bunny is a stealth platformer about a rabbit who likes eating pigs. You play as a red-eyed rabbit and help him reach the pig at the end of every level, but don't let your fellow bunnies see you. They'll do everything they can to stop you.
I'm so confused by that whole sentence or paragraph.
You and me both. Also November 9th, this almost made it into the noteworthy games simply because it is Real Farm.
That's fair.
It's a farming game.
Do you know, I nearly played bass fishing last night, the night before.
Oh, were you hanging out that badly for Forza?
So close to playing it. Because it was there, it was under the games. I think it's because I was talking to Ruby. Oh, it must have been a couple of nights ago of Unpacked. And I saw bass fishing. I was like, Ruby, you should install that. She's like, why? I was like, yeah, true. Okay. I can't really give you a good reason. Could go with Unpacked. But I was like, I could just install it though. I could fish competitively.
Yeah. You should. You could be Scott or what? Travis. What's his name?
I blanked that from my mind. I'm not sure.
So Real Farm, moving on to Real Farm. It's a farming game. Kind of looks like Farming Sim, or what's that game you're playing?
Farming Sim 2019 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Looks like Farming Sim 2019. This must be the budget version. Instead of the John Deere tractors, you get the Don Gea tractors.
Wow.
Moving on to November 10th, we've got 890B.
Oh, yeah.
A top-down 3D adventure game that features a minimalistic yet thought-provoking and impactful storytelling style, one that is largely dedicated by player actions. There are multiple endings that can result from your successes and failures. Will you guide humanity forward or leave them to extinction?
Extinction.
Always.
Extinction.
Moving on, we've got Alchemist Simulator. You become the mystical alchemist. Choose your contracts wisely and they'll shape the world around you. Looks pretty cool, like a cel-shaded game.
And these games where you sort of mix stuff together to come up with recipes are always a big hit.
On your phone?
On your phone, like Doodle God is really good. But it kind of does look pretty cool, this game. Kind of like Borderlands meets Doodle God in a way. He's not impressed in the slightest.
No, not in the slightest, no. The graphics don't impress me. The game doesn't impress me. I don't want a mobile phone game on my Xbox. Or Forza.
Yep. Wow, we're almost there and we can release you back to play Forza. Moving on, November the 11th, Treasures of the Aegean.
I was just looking, so that first game, Airborne Kingdom, the fields of, I couldn't remember what it was. I thought it was Aegean, but it's not. It's Agaromaz. Sorry, I was just like, wow, there's a link, and a weird link between these games.
Amazing.
Bizarre. Treasures of Aegean.
Aegean. Aegean. Join parkour master Mary Taylor and treasure hunter James Andrew in a historical action thriller as they unveil the secrets of a forgotten kingdom which has been tragically trapped in an endless time loop. Solve the riddles and mysteries that angered the old gods on your quest to prevent history from repeating itself forever. Looks like a side-scroller game. Interesting graphics, like all hand-drawn a bit.
Yeah, underwater as well, isn't it? Are they underwater in a shipwreck?
It just looks like a shipwreck. Yeah, like a shipwreck.
There's bubbles there, that's all. It's kind of weird. What's happening? Anyway.
What is happening? Who knows?
Oh, wow, this looks like a good game you've picked here.
There we go, November the 12th. Venus Improbable Dream. A visual novel experience focused on mental health and personal identity.
I am slightly mental, so.
Well, I think this will be good for you. Visual novel, what can we say? There's anime characters that look at you, you talk to them and make decisions, and then things happen.
It's like real life.
Yeah, except people move when they talk. They don't just stop and freeze.
No. Well, mostly.
Not unless they're on the internet.
Right.
And finally, on November the 12th, the last of our new games, Whiskey Mafia, Leo's Family.
I've talked about this game before.
Have we? I don't think we have.
Okay. I just recognize the name. The Whiskey Mafia, I recognize the name for some reason.
Maybe this is like a DLC or offshoot or sequel or prequel or something.
It came out the first time.
Yeah. So it's a prequel to Whiskey Mafia Frank's story.
Oh, well, there you go. See?
Look at that. Reading.
That's so bizarre. Okay.
So yeah, if you enjoyed Whiskey Mafia Frank's story, you will enjoy Whiskey Mafia Leo's Family.
Okay.
Pretty much is the same. And that's it. That's our games.
They're different illegal activities, though, as I say.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only so many illegal activities you can fit into one game at a time.
That's right. You don't want to overpower you or over kind of whelm you with.
Yeah, you don't want to over illegalize.
Yes.
It's our new games. We have Forza Horizon 5, which looks amazing, and I think we're all going to be jumping into that soon.
Mm-hmm.
But this Airborne Kingdom, man, if this released on Game Pass, I would be definitely giving this a bash.
It's very pretty.
It looks very cool. That's it. That's our games. That's our news. We've spoken enough nonsense now.
Yes.
Like they've listened to us far too much. It's time to love and leave you, I suppose. So remember, guys, rate if you like and sub if you love. Share the podcast with anyone and everyone. That's how we grow. Also, keep an eye out for our screenshot of the week. We're going to be putting that on YouTube at some point, and we're going to turn that into kind of like a little episodic weekly series thing, something or other.
Yeah, get in there and vote. Get in there and vote, or get in there and drop us a picture in.
Yeah, good idea. Join our Discord and show us your screenshots. Let people vote on them, and you might just be featured. It'll be quite fun.
You might get watermelons.
That's what we compete for. We compete for the watermelons. And yeah, check us out. Everything is in our Linktree description or our Linktree link. You click that, it'll take you to pretty much everything, everywhere where we are on the internet. It's even got a link to our latest episode hosted on Spotify. So you just click on the Linktree link and you can browse our links while you listen to the latest episode.
You said link a lot then.
I know. It's hard when the service is Linktree
and you have lots of links on your link tree, and then you link your links to your link tree. So it confuses me. How does the internet work?
Links.
Nobody knows.
Mostly it's links.
It's just links holding up other links.
That's right.
So yes, check us out there. Follow us on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else. And as Leah said, join our Discord. Vote on screenshots. Lots of fun. And so with that, Mr. Lee, where can people find you?
I'm Lee Howard on Twitter and Xbox. Still.
And well, it hasn't changed.
No.
Even though Diabolic Jester gave us more money for you to change your name.
Fool. I wasn't impressed with my, what was it?
Sir Buttons.
Sir Buttons. It just felt like a kitten or something, or like a rabbit or something. It just didn't really feel like I could pull it off.
Yeah, it doesn't suit you somehow. You don't have the little cute twitchy nose of a kitten.
No, I do not. No, or big ears.
Yeah. It's a minor problem, but I'm sure we'll get around that somehow.
And one day someone will come up with a better name than Lee Howard. But until then, it is the best.
Well, it does what it says on the tin.
Exactly, yes.
And you can find me at Zarkras on Xbox. So thank you guys for listening. This has been New News, and we will see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.